So we're finally getting a day out. Things are starting to reopen. And we thought, well, hey, what better place to try than the Promised Land Zoo? So, yeah, lovely. So we're finally getting a chance to get out. Things are starting to reopen a little bit here in Branson. We wanted to be extremely safe and cautious, so we thought, well, what can we do that's going to get us out of the house, get us some exercise, have some fun, but also be safe? Well, found out Promised Land Zoo is open, and as you can see, there is nobody here. That's not so good for them, but good for us. We've got our masks, and I've actually got a whole tub of homemade hand sanitizer as well. So we should be in good shape. We're going to go have a little bit of fun, relax, walk around, and keep our social distancing. So this is what waits for us. A little bit later, we went ahead and splurged into the VIP, which means we'll get to handle these little guys later.
I can't wait to pet the iguana.
The iguana?
There's more animals than just those that you'll be seeing in VIP.
Oh, nice. So in Amber, she's like all about the iguana. Not the hedgehog.
The hedgehog's cute too, but I don't know if the iguana.
So what we're going to do is when we're indoors, maybe when we're on the bus, we'll have our masks on. But the rest of the time, outside, you can see there's nobody here. We're not close to anybody, so why? Don't necessarily need it. And this way Amber can get hands-on with the baby cow. It's a cow. One of the things I love with the zoo is getting a pose. It made you only think it wanted attention. This one looks like it has no head. This would be one of Margaret's favorites right here. The rainbow macaws. Amber's busy making friends. Twins. Baba black goat, have you any hair? And this one over here is just making rude noises at us. Give you kind of an overview here. Behind me is the parakeet paradise, where you can feed and pet the parakeets. Those are the ones that absolutely loved our shoes last time we were here. You got some cats there, big cats, lynx and tiger, and then some lemurs, and there's more lemurs and goats down the hill. They've got a little theater right here where they will present animals. Then you can see kangaroos over there. I pick up the tour right down there, and then they've got a few things here. We'll be heading into part of that later with the VIP tour. And Amber's like, it's a bird.
No, it went away. Too late.
It's a bluebird.
It was so bright.
It's blue. That's why it's a bluebird.
I think it was a jay.
It's that way because that's the way it is. So Amber's got her hand sanitizer. They got little sanitizer things all over. And then these are touch tanks, so guarantee she's going for the iguana first. Yep.
Now you'll have an idea what this guy is?
It's a sugar glider.
No, not a sugar glider.
What, not chinchilla.
Bush baby?
A bush baby.
There you go.
You're actually the first one I've had guess that correct.
Really?
So this is George. He's named after one of our
poor
presidents,
guy.
George Bush. And he actually gets the name Bush Baby because in South America and in Africa where these guys are found, out in the desert or in the wooded areas, that is called the bush in those areas, and they do scream like babies at the top of their lungs.
I just feel sorry for any critter named George. Yeah.
Well, y'all got something in common.
Yeah.
So just kind of hold your hand out right there and he'll actually crawl right over onto you. Now George here is a arboreal animal, so he does live up in the treetops. So majority of his life is going to be up in the canopies. Not.
Hi. Yeah, look right up into the camera. That's good.
Now I did say he does scream like a baby, so imagine camping in the middle of the night And all of a sudden you hear a baby screaming in the middle of the woods. So this girl right here, her name is Monty. Anybody know what Monty would be?
Python.
Monty Python. Right? So this is what we call a royal ball python. And this Monty here, she is full grown. Only about 4 to 5 feet long. Now when I bring her around, you're more than welcome to hold her. You're more than welcome just to pet her. Or if you actually want to wear her, you can wear her if you want. You just let me know what you want to do.
Oh, she'll be happy to hold and wear.
He's a big
So-
fan, so.
Yeah, if you want to wear her, we'll just drape her right over your neck there.
Wow.
There you go. Now Miss Monty here being a royal ball python, she gets that name ball python, obviously. Python with the ball up. But can y'all tell me why they call this a royal?
Because we became friends with the owners of the shop, so I basically got to like hold all their snakes.
Oh, nice.
So I knew one in there.
Yeah, a snake on average, you know how big an item they can swallow?
Wow. Because I used to get my
An
ball.
extremely rare Australian hairy snake. Y'all ever seen one of those? You know a hairy snake? Yeah. You were right on. This is a kangaroo.
Oh my God.
This here is Miss Thor. Miss Thor is a giant red kangaroo joey. Now, when you hold her, you're actually going to cradle her like a big baby. Take that other hand, reach up, give her a little love in there. I will ask, please do not pet around the ears, the base of the ears or the face. She just really doesn't like that. And we want to make sure she's happy while she's out here with us. Now, as I said, she is a big, or a giant red kangaroo. You might look at her and go, Mr. Corey, that is not very red of a kangaroo, right? Well, when they're born, males and females have this kind of slate gun gray coloration to them. And then as they mature, the males will actually be the ones that turn that rust red. The females, as a general rule, retain that grayish blue color. Now, when a baby, or when a female kangaroo gets pregnant, gestation period is only 28 to 30 days. So about a month from conception to
That's
birth.
not fair.
Now,
You can eat them, but I strongly recommend you don't try to eat them yourself. I know what happens to me if I have too much fiber in my diet. It's not good for anybody on the bus. Some tan four-legged creatures. Those are black buck antelope from Pakistan. And we also have some wildebeest in here. Now, we're going to show you these animals again. Like I say, we come back through here. We'll be feeding those emu as we come back through. Now, we have a two-humped and a one-hump in here. The two-hump is from Asia. And the one-hump is a macadamian camel. That's from Africa.
So he's a nut.
Here's the one hump. Now that two hump is from Asia. There's less than 900 of them in the world. They're on the endangered list. Again, a flat hand, they'll take it right off the top of your hand. Now these camels have a split lip. They're taking that pellet by taking it right off the top of your hand. I got one on each side, actually. You can change sides if you want to. The bus doesn't matter. Or he'll come around, I'm sure. But you can switch sides, doesn't matter.
I got one over here.
Amazing, I can't go but a couple hours.
We've got them both out here now. Hello. You're late. I just gave them away. So you're going to make me give away all my food here.
Longhorn
So, Amber?
Watusi.
You need to stand up and do the Watusi. It's a dance.
Now I'm going to pause here for a moment. If they do come to the bus, folks, they're very gentle. They'll take it right out of your fingertips. I will tell you, however, you need to be aware of the horns. Those horns, sometimes they put some marks on my bus. I got them on both sides.
There you go.
Watusi cattle from Africa. Now we're going to be here twice with the Watusis. I'm making circle drive, so
You
we'll be
dropped
back.
it, Goofy.
But
All right, let's try that again. You got it, Amber. There he is.
now those bison that you see, buffalo, American buffalo, at one time there were 60 million of them in the United States roaming free in the North American plains. But then during the westward expansion in the 1800s, they were slaughtered by the thousands and hundreds of thousands. There were 60 million at one time. And there was less than 900 of them left, hunted for sport in 1903. Then in 1903, Uncle Sam came to their rescue, made laws against their needless hunting, created preserves and laws against their hunting. And thanks to those efforts, we have thousands of them regrowing today in populations in states like Wyoming, Montana, Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, Oklahoma, Colorado. Your hands out. These are alpaca, very gentle. Alpaca from South America.
Okay, and Margaret's going to be very... Yeah, wait till he stops. Arr!
Alpaca.
Here, see if I can... Can you get it?
Alpaca known for their wool production.
Okay, so this one's just kind of
Just like
lost
sheep.
here.
Now I will caution you, they will spit from time to time, but not very often. These are deer. I'm going to stop here in a minute because they're all running towards me. Now these are not American deer. These are called European deer. They're called fallow, F-A-L-L-O-W, fallow deer from Europe. Very gentle. They'll take it right out of your fingertips. They are all boys. This is all bucks. But they don't have their antlers. They're just starting to regrow them. They lose their antlers every April. Regrow them in May, June, and July. So they just shed their antlers about a month ago. But they will bite. They do spit. So we don't go in with the llamas, but those are llamas. You see the road right down below. That roadway is where you drive your car. So you'll see the llamas from your car much better than we can see them from here. Now, folks, as I come into these ostrich, I recommend you put the cup next to the opening in the window. I'll stop up here in a moment.
They are
They're gonna
ready to
follow
go.
me.
It's like,
Now, you might want to give them one or two tries out of the cup and then pull the cup away from the window and then you can reintroduce it. If you keep it in one place, though, they'll take the cup out of your hand before too long. Keep the cup inside the window, man, because he's going to grab the whole cup here in a moment. Now, they can get up to 200 pounds. They can reach up to 10 feet tall. They're the largest of the flightless bird. Like their cousin, the emu, they cannot fly, but they can reach speeds of 50 miles an hour.
Bang, bang, bang. It's like getting punched in the hand. So that was really cool. Being able to get that close to some of the animals and feed them, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So for me, worth it. We're paying a local price to be able to do the VIP stuff, which is $40 a person. Normally, I think it's $50, so we get a little bit of a discount. But that was really cool. To be able to hold all these animals hands-on like this is awesome. So, and then of course, as we come out, well, I got a couple little critters out there walking around, a little more active than earlier. Look at the little babies. So you can get you a good look between the bars there. They're kind of looking at Amber like, that pink. No, no pink. Scary pink.
I think it's because my purse was jingly.
So pink and you jingle jangle. So what's really nice about this is the weather's gorgeous. It's like mid-60s, so a great day to get out. And as you can see, there's really nobody else here. We've run into the one couple that was on the bus with us. One other couple walking around. There's one family up ahead with like 4 people. So space, no worries about contamination. We've been hand sanitizing every time we touch anything that could possibly be whatever. So not any concern about infections at all, but it's just so nice to be outside. Now, of course, then you got these goobers. They're like, is he got a camera? We got to be on camera. And maybe we'll get some pets and food. And you know they're looking for the snacks. Because they're not on the bus tour. They don't get the other nummies. But just a wonderful way to get out in the midst of everything and get some good exercise. Because that's one thing a lot of us haven't been doing. So it's really nice to be able to get out here and just walk around. Here's the other part. This is the drive-through. And what's really nice, oftentimes you got a few cars here that you're lined up behind, but because we are on a day when people are still at home, they're just starting to reopen things, there's nobody here. Which means we could take our time, as much time as we want at each spot, or if we need to hurry through, we can do that. But you can see there's all sorts of other things that you get to see that you can't see in the walking part of the zoo. And parts you actually get to see on this that aren't part of the bus tour that we did earlier with the feeding the animals. And that was really, really cool, by the way. So Amber says that this looks like the Beatles. George, Paul, Ringo, John. I don't know, I guess I could see it a little bit. What song would they sing?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Shouldn't they wear some diamonds? That song always makes me laugh. Probably because I understand the drug illusions in it, but... So those are the fallow deer again. And we actually just passed a sign that says Promised Land Zoo apparently has the largest herd of this European deer in the whole Midwest and produces 100 fawns, thank you. 100 fawns every year. It's kind of crazy. So, but neat deer species.
Bigger than his face.
This is one of the things that's really cool is being able to see all the babies. Look at how tiny they are.
That one's trying to eat a leaf that's bigger than his face.
These are Nubian ibex. Very cool. Okay, so you can see the ma with the horns. You can see the baby. You can see these others here. So is it a sheep or is it a goat?
It says that it's a sheep.
Is it a sheep or is it a goat?
It's called a sheep on the fence.
It's a goat. It's a goat.
It's a bighorn sheep.
It's a goat. I don't care if that says it's a sheep. It's a goat. It's wrong.
You're wrong.
It's wrong.
You're wrong.
It's wrong, especially when I show you the papa sitting up here.
He's a ram sheep. Male sheep have ram horns.
There's the papa. Hey, you know what? I'm totally safe. I'm in a Dodge. So as you do the drive-through, there is one spot here to stop with restrooms and some more animals and a building, which we'll check out. And you can see they got some parking there. Parking right where we are, right by the building. And then capybaras. He's just right there. Makes you want to pet him, but just enough space that says no. Hi. And of course, Amber gets a chance to pet.
They're so soft.
And yes, since we're inside, we got the masks back on again.
They're so soft.
But you can see this has got a number of other animals and stuff. And look, lunch. I think we'll cook some quail today. Yeah, they have some animals here that are just stinking cute. Like a chinchilla.
And there's the armadillos.
Look, there's more chinchillas. I know, you can't have one.
Pretty squirrel.
It's a Borneo squirrel who seems a little confused. He doesn't have a wheel, so he will make one. Okay, so now that he's been replaced, will this one do the same? No, but very cool looking squirrel. Didn't notice too. So you got prey for predator.
He just like slowly turned and glared at the camera. I think he knows what that is.
So then you wonder if they're as friendly as regular dogs or if they're kept that far away for a reason.
They're wagging their tails.
Do you look awfully friendly? Does puppy want to play? Your puppy a good boy? Or a good girl? Puppy's just like, you're ugly. And then there's the one black one. You want to pet that one?
He's cute.
Cute.
He'll probably eat my hand, but he's cute.
Yes, my daughter thinks those are cute.
They are. If you can think Ginger's cute, you can think a hyena's cute.
Ginger is so ugly, she's cute. This, on the other hand, well, now that he's out of focus, There it goes. Yeah, you can see he's just ugly.
He's a cat dog. Or a giraffe dog? A giraffe cat?
Or just confused.
I think he's cute.
Well, now you got the other one getting up. Stretch.
That one's fluffier. And fatter. He's fat.
You hear that? She called you fatso.
Look at him, he's roly-poly.
I think you should say something to Amber about that.
A flout that.
About that, yeah. So as we're walking around this area here, the giraffe is right over there. You can see the playground. And then if this was normal, that would actually be their cafe and snack bar. But it isn't open because things aren't quite normal. I don't know if it would be open today anyways, being a weekday. But they do have restrooms up here as well. And nice little area. Easier to drive the drive-through ride and come here than walk it. Although, if you really want to walk it, you can. And then their little gift shop with some nice little souvenirs. And yes, even a few animals in here as well.
So you just touched his number on the, yes, there's a keypad when you, is there a secret?
So that's a little look at the Promised Land Zoo here as things begin to reopen. Nice to get out, be able to have some fun, to be able to check things out. We did pick up a couple little souvenirs here, which I'll show you the picture of those. Amber got her plushie, and of course I had to get my magnet in the gift shop. Nice zoo. They do offer just a regular tour, which gets you to walk around and to do the drive-through, or you can do the VIP like we did, which does cost $25 more a person. And then there's also a VIP Plus, where you can actually get up close to even more animals and get the hands-on. They do typically have an afternoon show where you get to meet a lot of the animals too. They did not have that today. Partially because the crowds are light. They do have a couple things closed as they begin to reopen after COVID and everything. So, but very nice little zoo, fun little place. Great to be able to get out and go somewhere where there's not crowds, but you can still get out and see and do some things. So, very grateful that we were able to come visit Promised Land Zoo, get out. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, well, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit share and subscribe if you haven't already too. Thank you so much to my patrons and YouTube members, because their financial help is what made this day possible and this video. So if you want to know more about that and the perks that they get, because they actually got a couple previews of this that you didn't get to see, be sure to check out the YouTube channel and the links below. Thanks so much and God bless. And I've actually got a whole tub of homemade and
Hand sanitizer.
Yep.